Today, I visit New York's first true standalone restaurant serving Cantonese rice rolls. Though this location isn't the original location, we're going to try it and see what it's like. Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show. If you have a minute, I have an opinion. For nearly 10 years, Joe's Steamed Rice Row is a true pioneer of a single restaurant focusing on one dish, rice rolls. They were the first dedicating themselves to this craft. I visit one of their branches in the Upper West Side of Manhattan, which really shows how rice rolls have finally become mainstream. In this video, I'll try several versions, and at the end, I'll reveal to you the star of the show. Come join me and let's give it a try. Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show, and today I'm in a neighborhood that I have never been to on this channel, and that neighborhood is the Upper West Side. I'm on Amsterdam Ave at around 80th Street, and there are a lot of food places, a lot of places where you can get great New York food. But this place is actually a rice roll restaurant. Now, Joe's Steamed Rice Row is the name of this place, and they used to have 3 restaurants in New York City, this location, one in Chinatown and one in Flushing. But the one in Chinatown has closed, so now there's only 2. But Joe's Rice Row is one of the first rice roll restaurants that had opened in New York City. If I remember correctly, I think they opened about 10 years ago, probably 2015, 2016. So they were one of the original standalone rice roll restaurants in New York City. Today, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go through their menu, and I'm going to check out 3 or 4 of their rice roll dishes, along with one of their appetizers. That should give you a pretty good idea as to what they serve here. And as you know, rice rolls is one of my favorite items. I'm definitely going to explore more in my channel in the future. So let's take a look at the menu. Okay, now let's take a look at the menu. All you have to do is tap to start, and then you get to see all the different types of rice rolls that they have. In this case, I want to dine in, and immediately on the first screen, you have all their single protein rice rolls. You have the beef, the pork, build your own shrimp and plain. And also there are special rice rolls. This special rice roll has many different items that you can see. You have shrimp party and also signature rice roll, which contains multiple proteins. And then you have other items like soup and also some snacks and some drinks. So that's pretty much the entire menu. It's really extensive. The 3 condiments on the table are peanut sauce, sweet soy sauce, and hoisin sauce. So today we ordered 5 separate items, and one is an appetizer and the other 4 are the rice rolls. So let's go to take a look at what we have up front. We have the shrimp rice roll, and this one is on a 7-inch plate. It's all served in what appears to be about 3 separate pieces. You have the spicy wonton, and we ordered the small, which is a 7-piece wonton. Then we have the beef rice roll. And beef rice roll visually, once again, looks like 3 separate rolls, about 7 inches long. Then we have the pork. I know this is the pork because the meat is a little lighter, as you can see. And next, we have the signature rice roll, which contains all their proteins. This includes their roast pork, I think the beef, and also a couple of cracked eggs. So this one, I believe, is about $2 or $3 more. So yeah, there's a very good selection of rice rolls. Okay, just to demonstrate the texture of the rice rolls, what I want to do is for you to take a look at the shrimp rice roll. So let's take a look at the quality and the texture of the rice. So over here, as I pick it up, I can feel that it's a very thin rice roll. It's not the thinnest I've ever seen, but it's actually very liquidy. There's a lot of water content in this rice roll. Now, let's touch this and see. And let me try to unfurl this and take a look. Now, this one, now that I unfurl this, this seems to be a lot thinner. You can see how translucent this is. Some of the other types of rice rolls that are not immediately steamed tend to be a bit thicker. So I would say, just from visually inspecting it, this is about probably 2 millimeters thick. So yeah, it's a pretty thin rice roll. And yeah, this is something that we're definitely going to try. In my next segment, I'm gonna try all of these and comment about the texture and also the types of protein that I see in these rice rolls. Okay, now we're gonna try all 5 of these items that I just put onto my plate. Now these are all the 5 items I ordered, and the first thing that we're going to try is the appetizer, which is the spicy wonton with chili oil. So here goes. It looks like it's pretty dry, as you can see, but the chili oil is actually pulled on the bottom of the plate, on the bottom of the spicy wonton plate. So let's try this. Okay. I immediately taste a spiciness to it. The spiciness is probably 7 or 8 out of 10. And with this particular dish, you can put as much chili oil or as little as you want, but you definitely feel the heat of the wonton. So I would say 8 out of 10 in terms of heat. Now, the pork, I would say it's pretty run-of-the-mill. The pork is seasoned very lightly. It actually tastes just like pure pork with salt. So there's not much differentiation, not much additional added to it. It's just a big porky chunk. And I also should mention that the diameter of the pork is about 1 1/3 inches in diameter. So they're smallish, but that's okay. That makes it more easy to chew once you put it in your mouth. In summation, the pork, I feel it's a bit ordinary tasting. There's nothing more than the salt and the pork. So yeah, it's okay. It's serviceable. Okay, the next one that I'm going to try is the beef. Now, all these rice rolls that I'm trying do not have any sauces on them because I want to give you a good indication as to what the proteins taste like on their own. So let's try this. This is the beef. Okay, that rice roll. Let's comment on the roast rice roll itself. It's really good, and actually it's a lot thinner than I thought it is. The actual rice roll is a super thin skin. Initially I thought it was thicker, but it's actually super thin, so I really enjoy that. Next is the beef. Now with the beef, it's very interesting. When I eat it, it seems like the beef is not minced, but it seems pulverized. So there's a difference between that. The beef is either a paste or minced. This tastes more like a paste. Yeah, I can confirm that. And if I'm not mistaken, there might be some cornstarch in that paste. So that's a pretty interesting thing because beef can be done in many different ways with rice rolls. So yeah, it's okay. But I would have to say that for this roll, the skin, the rice roll itself is actually much better than the actual beef. Okay, the next rice roll I'm going to try is the shrimp rice roll. I've already spoken about the rice roll skin, so let's talk about the shrimp. Let's take a look. Okay, this looks like about a medium-sized shrimp. Let's try it. I like it. That shrimp definitely has been seasoned with salt, and not only that, it has a nice crunch to it, and I would say it's an above average crunch, which means that it's super fresh. I really like that. So for this protein, that's definitely a 10 out of 10. The next protein that I'm going to try out is the pork. Now, the pork seems to be very generous. They seem to put a lot more pork than they do the beef. So in the beef rice roll, so they're very generous with pork. Let's try it and see how well seasoned this is. Once again, the pork has a salt flavor, and it's very generous in terms of quantity. But the other thing that I noticed about this that seems to be true about the beef is that this seems to have cornstarch added in here to velvet the pork. But however, the difference between the beef and the pork is that if you can see, this seems to be a minced pork, not a macerated pork, or basically pork that's been crushed. So yeah, this is quite good. I actually prefer this one over the beef because I feel that the minced pork is a better texture, and they don't seem to have gone crazy with the cornstarch on this one. So The flavor is actually quite nice. Okay, the next rice roll that I'm trying is very special. And the reason why it's very special is because this rice roll has literally everything that they have on the menu in one rice roll. It's a few dollars more than the other rice rolls, but it has everything. The extra things that they have are the cracked egg. As you can see, there's the yellowish part. They crack an egg in here. And also, you can choose 6 or 7 different types of vegetables to be added to this. In this particular rice roll, I asked for cilantro, for scallions, and also some corn. So we're gonna give this a try and let you know what it is. Funny thing is that it looks like they have some hot dogs in here. Totally unexpected. Actually on the menu it says that it's Chinese sausage. So, okay, let's try everything. Here goes. As some have said in this room, this is a very interesting rice roll. It's an interesting rice roll because I literally have every single flavor in here. But what is most predominant in this rice roll is that delicious and aromatic cilantro. It just comes right off of the rice roll like perfume. It's really nice. That is the dominant flavor, despite the fact that there are so many different proteins in here. So that's something I really appreciate. As for the egg, you barely taste any of the egg for some reason. It's probably just cracked and spread out into a thin layer, and so you don't really taste the egg, but it's in there. And yeah, all the other meats in this dish basically meld into one. So there's nothing super outstanding about this rice roll. So what I can say is that you'll get a little more food with this. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I feel that if you're having so many different ingredients in one dish, be it pizza, be it any kind of other kind of dish, you sort of miss the point of a dish. I feel that one ingredient should be accentuated, but you know, this is okay for what it is. I mean, it has everything in here, but my preference is to just have one type of protein. But this is good. Okay, the restaurant provides a hot sauce, and apparently it's a in-house hot sauce that is made at Joe's Steam Rice Roll. As you can see, it's chili flakes along with the chili oil. So let's pour some of this onto my shrimp rice roll and see what it's like. As you should know, most of these restaurants either buy or make their own, and they all taste different. So let's give this a try. Okay, now let's try some of that chili oil. Here it goes. I love that springiness. Now, this is nice and hot. This is a 9 out of 10. I really think it's nice and spicy. The sign of a good chili oil is that it has that nice earthy, roasted chili flavor, and this one definitely has that. And it has a lot of that mouth-tingling feel. Now, it's not the mala type of tingling. It's just the chili, the chili that they use, but this is actually a really good quality as far as I can tell, because it has that nice roasted flavor, and it definitely does taste house-made compared with the bottled sauces that you can get. So yeah, this is actually quite nice, this hot sauce. Now's the time for your favorite part of the show. Ta-da! The star of the show. And today, I had the choice between an appetizer and 4 separate rice rolls. I had so many choices. The one consistent thing that I can tell you about all these dishes is that the rice roll skin is all the same, obviously, and nice and thin and really good quality. So my decision will come down to the quality of the proteins that are inside each of these rice rolls. And today, my star of the show is the shrimp rice roll. And the reason why the shrimp rice roll is my star of the show is because the shrimp inside the rice roll is super fresh, snappy, crunchy. Basically, everything that indicates a fresh shrimp. That's the reason why I chose the shrimp rice roll as my star of the show. If you come here, you should order that too. The meal is over, and what a meal. And today, once again, we're at the Upper West Side on Amsterdam Avenue between 80th and 81st Street. This is definitely a neighborhood that I don't go much to. I'm actually rarely come here, but I was told by one of my subscribers that this is a place that I should try, and I'm glad he had suggested it, so thank you very much. What I can say about this meal is that it provides a nice cheap option for rice rolls in this neighborhood. There are a lot of different kinds of foods that you can get here. Rice rolls is definitely one of those things, and this is definitely a place that shouldn't be missed if you want to save a little money. The food is definitely good. It's serviceable. It hits the spot. It's some place that I would come back to if I were in the neighborhood again. This particular neighborhood, I feel, offers more expensive options. But yeah, if you feel like you want a less expensive option, definitely come down here. Thank you for watching the Minute Review Show. If you would like, please subscribe and like this video, and I will see you again very soon in my next video. The final check without tip is $48.99.